Hello, and welcome to Fire Emblem the Four Kings. I'm Tatetic, and I'm going to play this ROM hack of Sacred Stones by KrashBoomBang. I've heard things about this hack, mostly good, a little bit of bad. It is Crash's first ROM hack as far as I know, so I'm going to be I'm going to try my best. If I decide to review or judge this hack in any way, I'm going to be as impartial as I can. I'm going to try to use my own judgment as opposed to what I've heard. Either way. So, we're going to jump into a new game, and we get the choice of going with easy, -10 auto levels to all enemies, normal, -5 auto levels to all enemies, difficult, no negative auto levels, the intended difficulty mode. So I'm gonna just go with difficult, because that's what I normally do when I play Sacred Stones. Chapter 1, Seeds of Rebellion. This will be a story-focused hack, so yeah. Walter, please try to pay attention to this. Ibreal's history is something you'll have to learn sooner or later. Come on, Lionel, history's so boring. Why do I have to learn all this junk? Because you're a prince, and princes have to know these things. So, you're a prince too, and Terril's the king anyway, not us. Why can't I just leave that stuff to you guys? That's just not how being royalty works, Walter. You'll understand one day. Ugh. Now then, how's that map I asked you to draw coming along? Huh? Oh yeah, I finished that a few minutes ago. Here. Well, it's certainly a bit crude, but this will have to do. Now, why don't I start this lesson from the top? In the year 156, the continent of Ibreal was consumed by chaos. There were no countries, only barbaric tribes that wandered the land and fought for supremacy. Among these tribes, 4 great ones emerged, helmed by powerful leaders: Askia, Mansa, Behanzin, and Teodros. Okay, Askia was a warlord in Songhai, if I remember correctly. That's an African nation of antiquity. Mansa is the name of Mansa Musa. He was the king of Mali and one of the richest people in the world. Behanzin, if I remember correctly, was the leader of Benin. And Teodros, that just sounds like a real name. Let me check real quick in Google. I mean, there's a bunch of people named Teodros, like, in real life right now, so I'm gonna just ignore that for now. But that's interesting that he chose to use, like, African kings / warlords for this. Askia was a ferocious lancer, wielding the spiked lance Canis. Mansa rode on horseback with his regal sword Auriga. Behanzin, the strongest of them, crushed opponents with his mighty great axe Ursel. And Teodros, the most cunning one, wielded the holy bow Sagittare. Eventually, these 4 great tribes engaged in a war that spanned whole Ibreal. After 13 years of conflict, Mansa and Teodros grew fatigued from the battles, but their people's hatred for one another still burned, and they refused to make peace. Reluctantly, the 2 tribal leaders led their armies, lest their people turn against them and create even more chaos. Finally, in the year 170, the leaders met at the center of Ibreal for a decisive battle. Askia and Behanzin were eager, for they hated each other most of all, and they began to duel instantly. But Mansa and Teodros were not so quick to fight, and it was only at the behest of their armies that they drew their weapons. However, just as Teodros went for an attack, a figure rushed in and took the blow. It was Teodros' wife, Mina. She only wished for the conflict to end and hated to see Teodros consumed by the war. Teodros could not hold back his tears as she died in his arms, and the other leaders and their armies looked on in shock. The battlefield had been silenced by a single death, but the silence was broken when Mansa stood and spoke. Let this stand as an omen of what will happen to Ibreal if this war continues. All the beauty and happiness of this land will be decimated by our greed, hatred, and bloodlust. Let us preserve what little virtue we have left by ceasing this war at once. Only then can we try to rebuild, though we'll never replace all that we have lost. 4 leaders and their armies agreed to put an end to what became known as the War of Kings immediately. They began drawing up borders to establish nations. The leaders would become the first kings, and the nations bore their names. Their weapons would also become symbols for their countries. To the northeast is Askia, our home country. I shouldn't have to educate you about it, Walter. Cold and mountainous, some might even say desolate. Though southern Askia is actually rather temperate. A monarchy, our older brother Terril is king. West of Askia is Mansa. It is known for its calm countrysides and is home to many Pegasi. It is also a monarchy, led by King Sebastian. Encompassing most of western Ibreal is Behanzin. It is the largest country in Ibreal, but much of the land is difficult to live in. Most of the population lives on the western coast. It operates as a meritocracy, with the king being chosen by a massive tournament. Okay. The warrior Leon is the current king. The southern region of Askia is Teodros. It is made up of vast wetlands and rivers. It is a magical hub for the whole continent. The original Teodros had no children, so there is no king in this country. Instead, it is a theocracy led by Chancellor Farron. Center of Ibreal and location of the final battle of the War of Kings, was once an empty plain. Mina was buried here when she died, and many trees were planted along with her. In time, they grew into what is known today as Mina's Forest, a neutral zone between the 4 nations. Teodros considers it sacred grounds, and the other nations observe it as such as well. That brings us to the current year of 892, and here we are. That should cover all of the basics. Did any of that register, Walter? Z, sleeping. Ah, of course. Good evening, you two. Giving Walter another of your lectures, Lionel? Yes, and once again he fell asleep. Wake up, you idiot. Huh? Oh, hey there, Terril. Hello, Walter. I trust you two know what I want to talk to you about. Our trip to Behanzin, yes? We were planning to leave later today. I wanted to give Walter another lesson before our departure, but it seems it was futile. Yeah, about that trip, why aren't you going? Feels weird to send the princes to meet with King Ladon instead of, the king himself. Fool, the king can't just leave the country. That could result in unrest among the people. Though I also disagree with sending both of us. Walter is horribly inept in the realm of politics. You should just let me go alone, Terril. Hey, who are you calling a fool? At least I can actually fight, unlike you and your noodle arms. If you went alone, you wouldn't be able to defend yourself at all. Both of you stop bickering. This is part of why I want to send you two on this. You're not just princes, but brothers. You need to learn to cooperate rather than all this constant arguing. And Lionel is right. As king, I can't leave Askia. So it falls on you two to meet with King Ladon. Relations between Askia and Behanzin have always been rather poor, so I hope that having the royals of the two countries meeting peacefully will encourage our peoples to follow suit. We don't want them to act on their hate and fight each other. But aren't they separated by, buffer nations? Anyway. Alright, I guess I'll protect Lionel then. And I'll make sure Walter doesn't do anything stupid. Why, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You've got to learn to work together, whether you like it or not. As for the trip, I do want you two to stay safe, so I've hired 20 mercenaries to accompany you on your journey. 20? Terril, that's ridiculous. I'm strong enough that I don't need anyone to protect me, let alone 20 mercenaries. It's going to be a long trip, Walter. I just want you to be safe is all. I've already hired them anyway. They're currently in the castle lobby. Why don't we go meet them then? We'll introduce ourselves and head out at once. Fine. Get a drink of water here. It seems Terril wasn't kidding. He really hired 20 of them. And that's 20 too many. Alright, all you stupid mercenaries. Listen up. I'm Walter, that's Lionel, and we're the Princes of Askia. Our brother, King Terril, hired you all to protect us on this trip. But you know what? We don't need you. Terril thinks we can't protect ourselves out there, but I know I'm strong enough to keep us both safe. You're all just a waste of money, you got it? You may as well just leave now, since if you came along, this will be the most boring job you'll ever have. Dot 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 dot. Excuse us for one moment. Was that really one of the princes? Looks like somebody's got a bit of a temper. What could have made him so angry? I hope he's feeling alright. Whatever it is, do we really have to work with this guy? He seems like bad news to me. What a jerk. There's no way I'm protecting somebody like that. With him leading us, it could be quite a dangerous journey. Maybe it's for the best that we just leave now. What the hell? That's one of our princes? No wonder Askia is as bad as it is. Truly abhorrent. I won't work for someone so rude. Dot 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 dot. How dishonorable. Oh hell no, I'm not working for that jackass. Let's go, Ron. You said it. What a jerk. Yeah, no kidding. I guess I won't be seeing Behanzin anytime soon. No wonder the market's been so rough lately. Intriguing, and yet I'd rather not stay here. You look kind of like Lynn. This is one of our princes. How can this be? There must be something we can do to make things better. The big man isn't going to be happy to hear this. Can't say I was expecting much more from them. Dot 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 dot. Walter, what is wrong with you? I'm just telling it like it is. They ought to know what kind of job they're getting into. This was a horrible first impression. They'll hate you for the whole trip. So what? It's not like they'll be doing anything else the whole time. Ah, you're such an idiot. You're gonna go right back in there and apologize immediately. Huh, whatever. They're all gone. Ah, looks like I won't be apologizing to anybody today. They all left after your little speech. And since they've already been paid, none of them wanted to stick around. And who are you supposed to be? My name is Zachary. I'm one of the Mercenaries. The only one who stayed. Really? You still want to accompany us? Why? I have nothing better to do, that's all. Fine, you can come along, I guess. What exactly do you do anyway? You don't look like much of a fighter. I'm a spy. I can pick locks, steal things, gather information, scout. And I'm not bad with the sword. Well, those are all things that neither of us can really do. So it looks like you're going to be useful after all. Congratulations. That's all well and good, but how are we going to explain this to Terril? He hired 20 mercenaries, and we're only leaving with one of them. We'll throw a fit. Crap, you're right. The cart with all your travel supplies is set up outside. You can leave now, and it will look like we have everyone. Really? That's perfect. Let's get going, then. We can't just leave without saying goodbye to Terril. He'll want to see us off. Well, he doesn't have to see us leave. As long as we've all left and the supplies are gone, I'll know that we've already started our journey. We'll have to make it up to Terril somehow when we return. Very well. Let's be off. Dot, 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 dot. Lionel, quit lagging behind. We gotta get moving. Right. Sorry, Terril. According to the map, there's a village ahead. We can probably stop there and restock. We've only been traveling for a single day, Walter. And we have supplies meant for 22 people. We shouldn't take from these villages just because we can. Well, yeah, okay. Terril stocked us up with all these extra supplies. We should at least pay him a visit. It's not every day that royalty is out in the countryside. Maybe the villagers would like to see us? Indeed, and having a bed to sleep in instead of a tent would be nice. Wait here, I'll check it out. He's been scouting ahead of us almost the entire trip so far. He certainly takes his work seriously. Dot to dot to dot. Dot to dot to dot. There's trouble in the village. Trouble? What kind of trouble? Probably just some bandits. I'll take care of them. Nope, they're planning a revolt. What? Why would they want to revolt? Doesn't matter. We'll just have to beat some sense into them. Walter, that's a horrible idea. If they're revolting, it must be something to do with us. Waltzing into their village and fighting them will just make things worse. And what if we just leave them alone? This might grow a lot bigger if we just do nothing. We've got to go do something. Okay, we'll go. At first, I'm gonna try talking to them. If they attack us, then we'll be forced to fight back. Finally, some action. Okay, let's go. Alright, princes, show me what you're capable of. Not to nitpick the story too much when we're just like 15 minutes into it, but taking along someone who introduces himself as a spy doesn't seem like the smartest play for a couple of princes going on a diplomatic mission. I'm just saying, I mean, Zachary might be cool, but like, maybe he's not. It might have made more sense to make Zachary like a mage character instead, but whatever, it's fine. Where is everybody? They must all be inside. When they come out, let me do all the talking. Ha ha ha, the princes have come right to us. Now they'll pay for their neglect with their lives. Wait, please, let's just talk about this. Why are you trying to rebel? Are you blind? Just look at the state of our village. We've been ransacked by bandits on the daily. And it's all because you damned royals can't be bothered to do anything about it. Alright, everybody, let's kill off some princes. Attack! Well, that didn't work. Let's rumble. Alright, if we must, but please, try to avoid killing anybody. It won't stop me from stealing their stuff, though. No matter who we face, they'll always have something valuable to steal. Interesting music choice. Let's start by looking at our characters, I guess. We have Walter, level 1 Lord, 9 Strength, 0 Magic, 7 Skill, 6 Speed, 6 Luck, 9 Defense, 1 Res, 5 Move, 13 Con, 12 Aid, and this skill is, okay, Supply. The unit has access to the convoy, alright? You can see growth rates in this hack, so 60% Strength growth, 0 Magic, 50 Skill, 40 Speed, 50 Luck, 60 Defense, 10 Res, 90 HP. And over here, we see that... And one thing I heard about this hack is that every character has a personal weapon, and I guess Walter's personal weapon is the glaive. It's 10 might, kills cavalry and armors. An iron axe. So that's pretty useful. It's like Ephraim's Regent Leaf, basically. D rank and axes, alright. Next up, I guess we got Lionel. 6 Strength, 2 Magic, 9 Skill, 10 Speed, 7 Luck, 5 Defense, 7 Res, 5 Move. He's also got Supply skill. And growth-wise, he's got 40 Strength, 35 Magic, 50 Skill, 60 Speed, 50 Luck, 25 Defense, 30 Resistance, 75 HP. Weapons, he's got a Saber, strong against swords, okay. And an Iron Sword. Makes sense. We got Zachary, a level 1 rogue, 10 strength, capped, 0 magic, capped, 22 skill, 20 speed, 5 luck, 9 defense, 0 res, capped, and 6 move. Interesting. Steel and Hawk Touch. Growth-wise, 0 strength, 0 magic, 45 skill, 35 speed, 30 luck, 5 defense, 0 res, 75 HP. And we've got a Restrainer, which halves enemy HP, okay, and an Iron Sword. That's interesting. And he starts with the B and swords as well, okay. So this is an interesting build for like a Jagan character because he could set up kills for other people, or do pretty well with the Iron Sword, probably. Kind of dodgy as well, it seems. So, make sure to get this village over here, and seize this village here. You should probably check for, like... You should probably visit these houses for, like, lore. And, these are ruins, so no point in visiting those, I suppose. You're carrying a Hoplin Guard, interesting. And it's droppable. That's a really good item to give to the player at such an early stage. I guess we're gonna need it. Iron Axe, Iron Sword. Blue gem that drops, Iron Axe, Iron Sword, Iron Axe, Iron Lance. Oh, Angelic Robe. Okay, so this archer has an Angelic Robe. Alright, so gotta steal the Angelic Robe from this archer at some point. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we can expose someone. I think putting Walter here with the glaive is a good start. 15 attack, 19 attack. If they both hit Lionel, he'll die. So I don't want to do that. And if they both hit Zachary, he won't die. So I'm gonna stick Zachary here with the Iron Sword. And Lionel can stay behind him for now. Get a drink of water while enemy phase happens. Okay. Ouch. Well, that's good at least. One cav down. Okay, we got bandits. Time for another raid, boys. Huh. I almost feel sorry for these chumps, almost. And we've got Sean. Oh, Sean's the other guy. Sean, look at this. Seems like there's a battle going on in this village. Yes, and as knights it's our duty to quell such chaos. Excuse me. But Brad, who are we supposed to fight? It appears this whole village is fighting against 3 people. Now that's just unfair. Come, we must aid them. Okay, though I don't see why we have to risk our lives like this, just to spread our reputation. That's exactly it. One day, if we keep this up, the 2 of us will be known across Ibreal as the Great Wandering Knight Duo. And it will be glorious. Yeah, you said all this before. That's why we're gonna take up that job with the princes yesterday. Oh yeah, these guys were like the first mercenaries to speak up. Yes, the princes. Hopefully we can find them soon so we can return the money they gave us. Wouldn't be right for us to take their money and leave. Hey, money's money. Do we really have to give it all back? Sean, please, we're honorable knights, not petty thieves. Imagine what would happen to our reputation if we skimped out on the princes like that. We'd never get another job again. Damn. Well, fine. Once we're done getting sidetracked here, we can get back to searching for them. Okay, Walter can talk to them. Talk to Bradley. Oh there, you with the axe. Have no fear, for we, the Great Wandering Knight Duo, are here to protect you. Thanks, but no thanks. I think we'll do just fine on our own. Hey, wait a second. You're Prince Walter. Ah, damn it. We should probably leave. Huh? Hey, wait. What did I do wrong? We were 2 of the mercenaries your older brother hired. After you yelled at all of us, we split. We've actually been searching for you so that we can return the money your brother gave us. We figured it would be put to good use in your hands. On this journey. Yeah, he wants to return the money, not me. Sean, please. Anyway, we have all the gold right here with us. So you can take it and we'll be on our way. After this battle, that is. ... Actually, keep the money. Wait, really? You guys were paid to accompany us, right? Yeah, why don't you come along and do your job? Why a sudden change of heart? First you say we're useless, and now you want us around? We've got a lot of excess supplies and stuff. Terril packed for 22 people, and we only have 3. I just don't want it to go to waste is all. And you guys look pretty tough too, so they'll probably be good to have. I'm really sorry about before, so will you reconsider, please? I don't know, should we really go through with this, Brad? Of course we should, Sean. This young man wants to improve himself. And to do so, he swallowed his pride and apologized to us. Brings a tear to my eye. Okay, Prince Walter, we shall do as you command. Well, that's one way of putting it. Certainly didn't feel nice to say, but this is for Terril's sake. Allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Bradley, a proud knight of the lance. And this is Sean, a much less proud and more apathetic knight of the sword. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Uh-huh. Well, thanks for coming along with us. Let's get back to the battle. Let's check him out, I suppose. Bradley's a lance cav. He's got 8 strength, 0 magic, 5 skill, 5 speed, 6 luck, 7 defense, 0 resistance, and 7 move. I'm guessing this is Kanto? Yes, it is. 55% strength growth, 0 magic, 40 skill, 20 speed, 35 luck, 45 defense, 15 resistance, and 90 HP. Interesting. He's got the Sonion. It's a personal lance, 2 to 3 range, 10 might. Okay, so a longbow / javelin hybrid. Cool. And an iron lance. Then we've got Sean. 5 strength, 5 magic, 7 skill, 8 speed, 4 luck, 5 defense, 5 resistance, and 7 move. With growths of 25% strength, 35% magic, 45% skill, 55 speed, 20 luck, 15 defense, 45 resistance, 65 HP. It's got 2 quick blades. Personal weapon, 5 might, brave effect. Interesting. And iron sword. So a quick blade is basically a brave iron sword. Interesting. I guess we should take care of this archer. Lionel has better growth than Sean, but also better bases, but less move, of course. Yeah, well, I guess I'll give some kills to Lionel. That's 14 damage, and then Lionel would do 16, so that works out. We'll just... You don't move, right? Okay, good. Now just do 9. I don't think we're in that much of a rush, but I guess we could take on this mercenary of Bradley. Or we can take on this cavalier. Let's deal with the mercenary first. Yeah, I just put you here, Bradley. An iron lance. Wait. And Zachary, I think I want to send over to this house. Everybody's saying you're the bad guys, but I'm not so sure. If anyone's bad, it's those mean bandits that always attack us. What do you bandits have? Hand axes? Okay, well, we'll just let Lionel and Sean deal with those guys. Good job, Bradley. I guess we'll heal up, just in case. And we'll have Zachary visit this other house. Bandit raids, taxes, and constant neglect by the upper class. I don't blame you for fighting back, but what are we to do but revolt at this point? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so how do you do? 20, and then 9, that would kill. Let's go in this order so that we can get Sean a kill. And then Walter... Oh yeah, this is a kill for sure. I wonder if we can visit this village with one of the lords, or will that piss off the villagers? You can stick Bradley here and drag that cavalier closer, I guess. Are you a sword cav or a lance cav? Sword cav, okay. Oh, let's try this then. I guess we could cross this river. Let's try to deal with these 3 first, and then we'll decide whether we want to send Zachary up again. So I guess we should probably kill one of these guys with Bradley, and it should be this one, since Bradley can actually kill him. Then Walter can step up and swing a glaive. There we go. And as for this guy, how do we do? 9, 10 twice. I guess we should give Sean more kills. I mean, flying will crits, I won't be mad, but... Okay then, Sean, go up here, and just Iron Sword this fella. Thank you. Okay, so... Nobody's in range right now, so... I guess... I can put Zachary here and fight... Oh, I could fight both of them, probably. 19, 14... 10 and 5 damage. Yeah, I can't move to the forests, though, so... I'll just... do this for now then, and fight the fighter. Or the Merc. Fine too. I mean, if Zachary kills both of them, then that... Zachary will kill this guy, and then he'll fight the fighter anyway, so that works. Then we can move Zachary up to steal that Angelic Probe. Blue Gem. Good. Alright, time to start dealing with these guys, so... Okay, so Bradley only does 12 to this mercenary, and only hits once, so... I'm gonna put... Let's just stick Bradley here. Take this fighter on with Zachary. And you can fight Lionel. Yeah, this is fine. You fight Lionel. Walter can just wait here. Sean, I'm gonna have you go into the village. Ouch. HP and skill, fair enough. Well, at the risk of moving into this archer's range, yeah, we're not really that close yet, so we're just gonna go here, finish this dude off with Bradley if we can. Wonderful. We're not quite in range of those guys yet, so we'll just finish this dude off with Lionel. Wonderful. Sean can go into this village. You damn royals think you can just walk in— okay, well, that didn't help. You damn royals think you can just walk into our town after years of neglect? Let's look at the state of our village, and it's all because of you. I'll kill you where you stand. Hiya! ... Shoot, I missed. Just go away already, damn it. Got a hand axe. Okay, well... apparently that old man threw his 20 hand axes at us. That's very generous of him. We'll just make sure that Walter holds on to them. And Zachary... I want to move up, but just out of range of everybody, so here is fine. Okay, I might lure that guy into shooting Zachary then and steal from him, but I'd like to back him up with somebody that can kill that guy afterward, so maybe we'll hold off on that for a bit and focus on killing these Lancers. Well, they both can't shoot into the forest, and they both have lances, so I feel like... I'll just put Walter here for now. Wait... Send Sean over here. Bradley can stand next to him. And Lionel can move up. And Zachary can just stay there. Okay, then. Walter can go here with the glaive. You can shoot Zachary. I'll just wait again with you two, and I'll move Lionel up here. Okay. Takes care of two of the enemies I was worried about being a nuisance to us. Now Zachary can steal his angelic robe, finally. And you can't bother anybody as we surround Bradley and Sean. Can take him. Yep. Let's let Bradley do the chip, and Sean can do the killing. Just skill. Okay, then. And this archer... 15 attack, 3 speed... versus Walter... would have 15 attack. Well, at least he can retaliate a little bit. Let's draw you out with Walter and hand axe. And I assume Lionel and Walter have a support, so I'll just have them wait together. Alright. Well, you can do 16, and then... Bradley can do 12, so... I guess that works. You just have a one-range weapon, right? Steel lance, okay. Well, apparently knights get axes in this game. Strength, skill... I think he got luck as well. Okay, well, I wasn't really paying attention to his level up, honestly. 12 to damage, and that's a kill. Wonderful. Okay. Interesting one enemy remaining music. What can you do with the glaive? You're just short, but you would chip him down pretty significantly. And I assume someone can pull you out, like Sean, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go for it. How kind of you, Princess, to deliver yourselves to us. This will make it easy to kill you. I don't get it. Why do you even want to kill us anyway? It's not like we've done anything bad to you guys. You haven't done anything for us at all, that's the problem. You royals never listen to what us common folk have to say. Instead, you just make decisions all willy-nilly, like you're infallible. Well, we are royalty, and this is a monarchy. Get used to it. No, we shall be the beginning of great change, and it all starts with your death. Okay, unfortunately we can't take drop, so we'll just end here. And I don't know, Bradley, do you want this kill? I feel like that's kind of a risk. Maybe do 0 twice, that's cool. What's your level? 4? Okay, I guess we're just gonna drop off this dude and wait again. Well, I guess we should put... Oh, Bradley and Sean already have a support. Wonderful. What have you got there, Brad? Ah, good timing, Sean. Here, take a look at these flyers. Flyers? When did you... Valiant Knights at your service. Ask Bradley for more info. Are you trying to advertise for us? Why, of course. We have to spread our fame somehow, don't we? Well, yeah, but we already have a job. We can't exactly take on 2 missions, especially with just the 2 of us. Well, I suppose so. I mean, it'd be nice if we did have some other people. That way we could take more jobs and rake in a lot more cash. That gives me an idea. I'll make some new flyers and we can start recruiting people. I have to get to work right away. There he goes again. I have to say, Sean has the perfect face for his personality. Let's have brothers wait next to each other. And I don't know, Zachary can probably be here. Since you're the only one that actually does damage, I'm gonna... Well, I have to use Vulnerary to, like, make sure this is a... Make sure Walter doesn't die. But... And I guess Bradley does some damage. Maybe... Oh, I wish I checked that earlier. Well, it's fine. I'll just do this. Out of my way, bring me the princes. Okay, so... Well, using that Vulnerary was kind of a waste, but whatever. No, you ruined everything. HP, strength, skill, and defense. Can Lionel seize the village? He can, wonderful. And that's that. Everybody's either dead or they ran away. Looks like we won't be sleeping in any beds tonight, though. Walter, that was horrible. You were far too eager to kill our own people. Oh, give it a rest already. They were trying to kill us. Plus they were carrying blue gems and stuff. That was pretty nice. What do you want me to do? Try talking to them instead? Oh wait, that's what you did. And guess what? It didn't work. I understand that fighting was our only option, but you didn't have to kill so many of them. This will only make them hate us more. Whatever. But I do wonder something about those villagers. They clearly weren't trained very well, but their equipment was of excellent quality. Where did they get all of it? They probably just stole it or something. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you 2 cavaliers, Bradley and Sean, correct? Yes, your highness? Yeah, what do you want? I see that Walter managed to persuade you to join us, even after you left before. Will you be accompanying us for the whole trip? Of course, we would be honored to serve the princes of Askia, especially one so humble as Prince Walter. Yeah, we'll do whatever you need as long as you pay us. Knights like us are pretty flexible. Just, Walter, humble, please. Very good. Walter, I'm surprised you actually apologized to them. Is that really my little brother standing before me? Hey, I only did it for Terril. He's the one who hired them, so I just didn't want his money to be wasted, that's all. In that case, if we happen upon any more of the mercenaries that you scared off, it'll be your job to apologize to them. Ah, what? You gotta be kidding. Now then, we should find a good spot to set up camp for the night. Preferably far away from any villages or mercenaries. Present company excluded. I'll find us a spot, wait here. There he goes again. He certainly doesn't talk much, but at least he does his job well. Is he your personal spy or something? Zach's one of the 20 mercenaries. He was the only one who didn't leave. We don't really know why he stayed either, and he won't talk about himself. He looks like the type to hardly talk at all, let alone about himself. Speaking of which, what about you 2? I figure if we're going to be traveling for a while, we should get to know each other. Found a spot. Follow me. We can talk later, I guess. And that was Chapter 1 of Fire Emblem The Four Kings, Seeds of Rebellion. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.